Is she filming? Let's just check. Yes, she is. Hello, everybody. So, this is just like a bit of a putting tutorial for you all. And just to get you to realise that I haven't done no putting, I haven't done no practice putting or anything. I've just pulled my putter out of my bag. So it's all fresh as it would be when I entered the putting green before I play. Now, when putting, a big important thing is with your club head. So, if you're coming here and then around to here, you'll never be able to put straight. If you're coming here and then pushing out to there, you'll never put straight. If you come here and then across to here, you'll never put straight. The idea is to get it straight, in a line. 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 Now the way you can do this is like a drill, is just with two balls, okay? So put the balls just a little bit bigger than your club head. There, right? Now all you want to do is, you can have them a little bit closer actually. All you want to do, come here Tony, just so they can see from the top. Yeah, so look right from the top. You see the distance? There's only a little bit of distance between my club and the ball, right? And then stand over the ball and just put straight through the gate without touching the balls. Straight through the gate without touching the balls, okay? And when you've got that, yeah? Now for me, I'm gonna teach you my setup, that it is important to get into a routine when putting. You should get into a routine on every shot, but when putting, it's important to get into your own routine. Now I have my own routine when I set up for every putt, but when I'm practicing before I play a game, what I'm really judging more is distance. So you see this hole here? I want to go just past it or land level with it. If I'm short, it's wrong, okay? So, put, whoops, put. Now I think that's about the right distance. I haven't put it on the green yet, so we're gonna find out, yeah? I think that's about the right distance. It wasn't quite. Right, so now obviously I've got a good judge of the distance now. This is why I've got two balls. So I know it needs to be a little bit harder than that, right? A little bit harder. Not too much harder, just a little bit harder. I'm not going for aim, I'm just going for distance. And there you go. Now you see there how distance control was created. I putted it too short to begin with, but then on the second putt, I judged, and that is a perfect putt. It wasn't perfect on line, but it's a perfect putt for distance. If it never goes past the hole, it can never go in. Okay? Now I'm going to show you my setup. Okay, now this is my setup. Your setup could be slightly different. But the thing is, when you're setting up for a putt, your setup should always be the same every time. So when you watch me out on the greens today, and you watch me putting, you will see that this is exactly what I do. I walk onto the green, I come behind the ball, and I'm only roughly looking at what line I want to take, okay? Right? Then I step to the ball. Now I'm no longer looking at my line, right? I'm now just looking at the distance between the hole and my ball. Between the hole and my ball. I'm having a good little judge of distance. At 3 looks, usually for me it's like 3 looks. I do this, and then I'm going to judge for distance with my hands, okay? So I think that that is about right. Now all I've got to do is trust my mind. I've just got to trust my judgment now. Now I'll come down, and what I'm doing is I'm picking where I want to hit the ball. Now I think this is going to drop a cup to the right, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look a cup to the right, and I'm going to bring a line all the way back to my ball from that mark. And then I'm going to pick a mark on the green in front of my ball about a foot. And what I'm going to do that for is so I can line my club face up with it. So then I'm going to pick that mark on the floor, line my club face up with the mark, line my feet up with my club face, and then simply trust my distance and put. Now that was perfect line, but not quite enough distance. So again, I would come behind the ball, look at the ball, I know the line's right. I'll try and get it round that ball, I'll try. It's proper blocking me, but we'll have a go. So then I know I need a little bit more power. So, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And you will notice that I always have 3 or 4 practice swings, never no more than 4. Then I'll get down, I'll bring my line back to my ball. I'll pick the line. I've got to go round that ball, so I've got to go a bit wider. So about here. And then we trust the judgment on the power, and we just put. And I did come round the ball. Perfect putt, right? So that is basically a quick putting tutorial for you all to get you better. And you always want to practice putting before you go on the course, because every course has different green conditions. And if you don't understand how they're rolling and the speed of them, the first few holes will always mess you up, all right? You'll always have more putts on the green than what you should have, just because you haven't spent enough time judging the course before you've gone out. If you like the video, subscribe, follow, and Danny G will see you all soon. Much love and respect. Be a beast. Peace out, man. Peace out.